Okay, so we are recording, which is a great thing. So welcome, you guys. So excited to see you all. Thank you guys for taking time to join us, as always. Just love it. You guys get to spend just a few minutes of your time investing, and we're excited about this call. This is something Libby and I were visiting about the other day and just talking about these events, and there's been so many questions that I've had on what these events really are, and I realize that there's probably a lot of people that don't know how to utilize them, not sure what really they are or how they kind of go together, with each other too, and how to really, like in layman's terms, we're going to be super simple about how to utilize these events for you guys. What we have seen, the top earners in the company, this is their stuff. I mean, we're not recreating the wheel. This is what they're doing, and that it is working so absolutely amazing for their teams, and their teams are duplicating it down to their new ambassadors. Their new ambassadors are jumping on it, and then it's just going down, and it's something that is so simple. One way that's a great way for prospects, for new ambassadors, I mean, these just target every single person to get involved and get good training and get in on the information of Plexus, on the products and business, but really how to utilize them. So we just kind of wanted to really explain that so you guys will understand, and you guys can use this to share with your teams and help them to understand how to utilize them and get the best out of them. Because I just see, you could explode with these events if we use them right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually let Libby kind of take over and talk about them for a little bit, because I just thank her every day because she took these off of my hands for me. So this is one less thing that I had to do, and offered to post them and offer them to our team as a whole. So it's just amazing the one Plexus she provides on doing this. So I have to thank her because I just appreciate that, because it's so much less that I have to do. She creates the events, she does everything, and it just saves me so much time. So Libby, thank you again for doing this and opening it up to everybody. So you just take it away and I'll fill in too with you.
Of course. So some of you have been with us long enough to know that I kind of snuck my way into the Hemingway's team and really wanted to know the ins and outs of what they did. And they were luckily, invited me to some of their events so that I could just copy and grab posts and things of that nature. And I really wanted our team to be successful with them as well. Some have ventured off and have done their own, and I have at times too, but what I'm seeing is when we come together as a team, we have such great success and great numbers that with people that participate. Just in the last couple of months, our numbers have increased quite a bit on those that accept invitations, those that are part of the 7-day challenge. And a lot of that just goes with duplication. And that's really what we want to create for you guys. Is it might get mundane having the same schedule every single month. But if you think about it, it just makes it that much easier for the people that we're bringing on to know what's coming next month and the month after that. And then they know how to duplicate it down to their teams as well. So, in the schedule and how our team did it, that's just what I'm not recreating the wheel. I've just brought it over to our team, and it's been really, really neat to see it grow. So I started this actually in March of last year, just doing them every single month, and every single month they've gotten better and better. But for some reason or another, duplication's finally starting to kick in. And these last 2 months have been super amazing. The interaction that we've had, not only in the PJ party, but in our 7-day challenge, which is huge, because 7-day challenges used to be so quiet. And it was you would post something and nobody would interact. And now we have constant interaction, and people are, I don't know, it's just like our team page. When somebody is welcomed, we all go crazy when we welcome them. It's the same with the winners on the 7-day challenge. Somebody wins a prize and everybody's like, woo, yay. They just build that excitement, and it shows our prospects our team culture, what they could be a part of. We kind of want them to have that FOMO, that fear of missing out. So how it kind of, the chain of events will go is the PJ party. We've all been to one, I believe. If you haven't, the next one's coming up on the 5th of April. And that is really just a great way for you to invite those people of yours that not only are brand new ambassadors and that are maybe talking to their friends and family about what they're doing, or maybe your customers even, and they can invite people, but your prospects, people that you want to share Plexus with as well. It's nice because they get third-party validation from somebody else giving them the information, not just you. And so there's a weird thing that happens there when they're learning, like you introduce them to it, but they're learning from somebody else. So just that third-party validation is amazing. We have a super simple message that Marcin, we kind of stole from him, and he calls it the magic message, and it's in the PJ Party post every time. It's in the first comment, and he really has had great success with that. He and Jane just blast that out, and they get tons and tons of yeses, and so we saw that that was working, and I wanted to implement something that they brought to our team as well. And so use that. It's really not pushy. It's letting them know that you want to share something with them, and they have the right to say yes or no. We do not want your people to come on and go to the event, hit invite, and just select all friends, or bam, 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 and invite a million people at once. Okay, we don't want to be that company. We want to be the company that respectfully goes to them. We have social media etiquette, and we ask their permission to invite them to our event. If they say no, it doesn't mean no forever, right? It just means no right now. And then once they've given you the approval to add them to the event, go in to the event, then you'll hit the invite button and let them know, okay, I sent the invitation over. Make sure to hit going. That way you get the notifications, okay? Because they might just say yes, and then they might not hit the little going, like they're going to the party, and so they won't see any of the posts that come up in that party. But from there, now you've got all these conversations going, and the next thing is, what do we do with them, okay? We want you to put those people into three-way messages with your sponsor. If your sponsor's not available, go up the chain of command, right? Until you find somebody that's willing to have those conversations with you, especially if you're new. Those conversations can be scary because you might not know everything that you feel you need to know just yet. And that's where we come into play. And we help you hold those conversations with those people that have shown interest, have commented on the giveaway posts, what they're interested in. Then you will learn from us how to direct those conversations and seal the deal, okay? The next event is the 7-day challenge. They do not have to purchase the 7-day challenge to participate. If they purchase any product, say they purchase ProBio 5, say they purchase only X Factor Plus, any purchase as a customer or even a new ambassador, get them invited. We don't have ambassadors win in that specific 7-day challenge, but what they're seeing is, again, our team culture. They are learning about more products maybe than what they're currently on, and they're going to see people's experience. It's really interesting to watch the first 3 days of a 7-day challenge. People are miserable. And they share it, and they are like, they're seeing that they alone are not the only ones that feel like crap. And then like day 4 comes around, it's like, I have so much energy. Oh my gosh, this is great. What's in this stuff? And it is weird, but it is really cool to watch them do it together. They're like, yeah, all of a sudden my sugar cravings are gone, and I slept so good last night. And so they're not alone. And so those have been really, really neat. We've tried really hard to get this to where every single day there's a prize being given away. And they're pretty substantial prizes. We do, free memberships, we do free product. And do keep in mind that when you invite people to these events, if your person does win, you are responsible for the prize. If for some reason you're not in a place where you can, afford those just yet, then reach up to your sponsor. And we're more than willing to help in those scenarios, okay? So 7-day challenges, every day we try to do a video testimony too. And those have been really awesome because we try to get a broad spectrum of people, from people that, you know, have had weight loss, since that is what people just yearn for some reason. We try to go to the opposites too, of like the little things that really change people's lives. I saw a commercial tonight about psoriasis, and it hit me because the lady pulled her hair from the ponytail. And it was all about just the little things. Like sometimes people have psoriasis so bad that even wearing a ponytail is like a huge thing. Okay, so we share all kinds of testimonies, and it's pretty interesting what you learn from people that they haven't told you from hearing a testimony that is not from you, but it's from a complete stranger, how they will connect with that person. And you just watch your people that you invited in there, and immediately you now know something that they never told you that they struggle with, or maybe they've said, you know, my husband deals with that. So it's been really, really neat. The testimonies have been super cool. I think in the beginning we just used to do written ones, but video is becoming something that is extremely important in social media. And I mean, the kids that I work with, that's all they do all day long is just watch videos of random things, you know, just like videos becoming the new social media. So from there, during that 7-day challenge, almost towards the end, we have a virtual event on Zoom. And these have been really helpful for people that, you know, maybe didn't make it to the PJ party, but wanted to know about the products. They can, instead of going to a location for an opportunity event, they can log on from the comfort of their home, and we present Plexus products. We just choose a few, and the business, okay? And if you've ever been to an opportunity event, that is what it is. We're introducing Plexus to those that we feel could use the business mostly. We like to go that route first. We talk about the business first, and then we go into the products second. In that 7-day challenge, we actually have a post about this event, so that people that have fallen in love with Plexus in that first week can invite those that they would like to share Plexus with to that event as well. So we just encourage them to invite them to that Zoom meeting, so that, you know, maybe they don't have all the words that they need to say. It's just one more opportunity for them to learn about Plexus from a third party. And then our final event, we did this a year ago when we first started this, but I think that as our team it keeps growing and getting bigger, and we finally are getting duplication down, this is something that is going to be really, really good. So there's a new ambassador orientation at the end of the month. And that can scare a lot of people off, right? Because most people just join as an ambassador for their products to get wholesale costs, right? And so instead of going at them from a business perspective, what the Ohana Plexus team does is they talk to them about how they can get their products paid for. Really how to start out on their products, and then how to get their products paid for. We don't want to scare them with the like business terms of it all, but just showing them, you know, like, this is how you start out on your products. These are some of the realistic expectations that you can expect over the first 90 days, really stressing that 90 days. Water intake, really showing them the importance of what water does for our system and our products, and how it helps our products work better. And then kind of planting that little seed of like, who are 3 people within your circle of people that you've thought of doing this with for accountability reasons, things of that nature, and just really planting that seed of getting their products paid for. There's no pressure there, but it does help to where we can now start that conversation of getting them to silver quickly. So a lot of the training we've gone through recently, even at Super Saturday, they were a little different everywhere, but they talked about if you could get somebody to silver, there is an 80% chance that they will stay with you, because the majority of people will stop taking the product because of the cost. So they don't ever really think of the benefit that's happening or the little changes that are happening that could add up in the long term to be huge. It's more of that something, especially us as women, we tend to feel selfish if we're taking care of ourselves and not our family. So financially, that ends up being an excuse of like, oh, but my daughter wants to do dance, or, you know, and that money from my Plexus could go towards dance. So it's just really kind of squashing that right off the bat and letting them see the potential of not only helping others, but getting their products paid for. So, but it's been really neat. I just have a couple of statistics for you guys so you can kind of see where we were. When we were doing these a year ago, we had like 30, 40 people joining the PJ parties. That's almost double. Now we had 78 at our last one that attended. That's not the amount that were invited, but I don't go off of that because I've been going in and just inviting everybody in the team pages so that you guys can see that the event is there, okay? So, and I don't know how that works either. I still don't think that everybody gets an invitation because a couple of people were like, invite me, and I'm like, but I thought I did. So, okay. So we had 78 at the one that just happened in March, and it was awesome. It was an absolutely awesome 7-day challenge. And PJ parties, it's like Marcy and Jane can get like twice the amount of these numbers. We get some crazy, crazy numbers, but last PJ party we had was 124 people that were actually attending part of it, okay? And that's not even our whole team participating in these. So, you know, when you get up to like the bigger teams, sometimes they can get super, super crazy and overwhelmed, and there's like too many posts and too many. We are at a really good, happy place where we could still use some extra recruitment and some extra people, you know, joining and inviting people, and it's not going to be crazy, crazy busy packed like that. So I just thought that was kind of cool to see those numbers. Jennifer is on here, and I am just going to call you out for a second. Is she still on? Yes. Out of the 15 people that you invited to the last PJ party, how many people purchased or joined you, babe?
You're gonna make me count? I have 3 new customers and 3 new ambassadors, and I have 4 or 5 people that are interested and keep talking about it.
Awesome. Okay, so that's awesome. So that's actually what's been happening, is that 50%, anywhere from 50 to 60% of our people have been committing. And those are great, great odds. If you think about, we go out and invite 100 people, 10 people say yes, right? 5 actually accept the invitation and 2 participate. Just think, like 50%, you're easily given, you know, 1 person. So it's been way cool. And we've updated the templates, so if you haven't been a part of it, I really want to encourage you to get back in the swing of it. I really, really feel some awesome things happening for this team. I don't know if Jeannie has shared her goal with everybody, but I think that she should. And I think that all of us participating in kind of, you know, especially when we've done these things in the past, sometimes, like I said earlier, they can get like, oh my gosh, another PJ party. But if we have that attitude and we bring people on and we sit and say, well, they have these PJ parties and you can invite your people to them if you want to. I don't really like them, but you're more than welcome to try it out if you want. Like, that's not energetic. That doesn't make me want to join it. Doesn't make me want to invite people. So whether you believe in it or not, I'm going to ask you for the next 90 days to believe in it. Like, give it absolutely everything you have. Act like it's the first time you've ever done it. You're super excited. You're going for that next goal, and you're going to act like you had just started this as a new ambassador, and you are going to share Plexus like you've never shared it before. And if after 90 days you do that and you don't see results, then talk to me.
Perfect. I love that.
So
Good
Jeannie,
job.
why don't you share your goals with us? Because I think that as a team, you need us behind you to help you reach your goals as well.
Absolutely. And this team has been amazing for being behind me and my goals on everything. So it's been really fun. But yeah, Libby asked for my goals the other day, and I was like, you know what? It's been something I've needed to think about and kind of write down again, because I am the worst. I ask everybody else to do it, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm just busy at getting everybody else to their goals, And so I wrote mine down for Sapphire by November is what I want to do. And I really feel I can do that this year, especially with this team is just absolutely amazing. We're on that track, so I know it's going to happen. So that's kind of my big goal. My goal is, of course, recruiting more, getting a higher, thank you, Sarita, getting a higher PB every month. I have all those little goals set up, to get me to Sapphire, because I want more team builders. I want more people that, I can help. I have one ambassador today that's an old ambassador of mine that I reached out to, and she's super excited and wants to come back and needs $1,200 a month so she can quit her job and be home with her little girl. And so I'm really excited because I get to be a part of helping her with that. And so it's just reaching out to those people and getting to do that is a big part of that goal that I know is going to get me there, along with my team. You guys just, reaching for your goals and striving for your goals at the same time. It's a group effort, so it's pretty rewarding. So thank you, Libby, for that. So yes, we're going to do it, you guys. We're going to be a Sapphire team by 2019, which sounds so crazy, 2019, but it's going to happen. I'm really excited. So, okay, couple things, Libby. Awesome. Thank you for all that. A couple things I'll add to what Libby said too. One thing to keep in mind that I have found very helpful is when you're inviting those people and they accept your invitation, yes, please invite me. Like Libby said, making sure they click that going button is critical, but also telling them how it runs. Because so many people we see get on there and they're like, what do I do? So I make sure and tell them, hey, this is going to have, just get on that event at this such time, get on your Facebook. Be ready, get on that event, let them know how to go find their events, because I find so many people, it's how I was when I first got into Plexus. I didn't have a clue what all of that stuff was, So it's kind of being really basic with them. If they already know it, great, then they can just ignore you. But if they don't, at least you're helping them to tell them how to get on that event, telling them how it's going to run. There's going to be a post every 2 minutes usually. Is what it comes up. So making sure they refresh, because then they will miss commenting on those posts for the prizes and seeing each post. So just letting them know that. Refresh your page every minute, every 2 minutes, so you don't miss something, so you can comment and win those prizes. That's what I tell them, because that intrigues them. And so that's critical. Zoom, same thing. Making sure that, we let them know, hey, if I invite this person, okay, this is a Zoom. Have you ever been on Zoom before? No. Okay, it's scary for so many people, like it was for probably all of us when we first got on Zoom, right? And like we were just talking about on this call, figuring out the microphone, figuring out that stuff, we know it can be kind of intimidating. So a lot of times they just don't do it because they don't know. So sharing a little bit to them of how to get on Zoom. When they get on Zoom, letting them know, hey, we will be able to see you. We would love to see you. If not, you can turn off your video, explaining, to them how to do that. You'll be muted. Don't worry. You can just sit back and listen. It's simple. Letting them know it's not some big thing they have to curl their hair for and put on their best makeup. And, we don't care. We just want them there, and they don't have to have their camera on if they don't want. But it can be intimidating. I see some people that get on and they freak out and they get right back off because they did not know too that they could see us and we could see them. Okay, so just letting them know that so that they're comfortable when they get on. Another thing, so kind of as you guys heard with Libby explaining how these events go, they all go in sequence with each other for a reason too. So like that PJ party is so, that is a great thing because it's easy. It's for them to get on, just like we were talking about, to see the posts. Okay, so hey, your next job is to follow up with them on that PJ party and find out their questions. What did they think? Which products intrigued you? did the business, are you excited, interested to learn more about the business? Okay, well, let's get you started on some products. Let's get you signed up, whatever their goals are. And then you can kind of determine, hey, if they're ready to sign up and they're ready to order the triplex or whatever it may be, by all means do that. If they're kind of hesitant, say, well, you know what? We have a 7-day challenge coming up. Let's get you maybe started with 7 sticks of Slim. Either if they're local, you can either sell them 7 of your sticks, or you can have them purchase a 7-day supply. And explain to them that 7-day challenge, and don't expect big things. You want low expectations. You want to tell them you're not, just like Libby was saying, a lot of that is for the taste in that 7 days. We know they're going to love it. We know they're going to experience probably some things of energy and sleeping better. And that's some things that I love to ask them when I get people on the 7-day trials is, well, tell me, are you sleeping better? Have you noticed some more energy? Do you have less cravings? Stuff like that. Letting them know they're not going to lose 20 pounds. They're not going to probably lose 2 pounds. If they do, great, if they lose a couple pounds. But you don't want to set the expectations high, because their big health issues are not going to have any of those that they're going to notice go away in that 7 days. It's just for them to experiment with the taste. Can they be consistent every day? With those products too. Can they take it every morning or every, before lunch, whatever you have them doing. So just letting them know they're not to expect big expectations, because you guys, once you have them on that 7 days of Slim, or like Libby said, if there's a product that they want to order, just the X Factor Plus or something, get them in that. But then what happens is after that 7 days, then they're like, yeah, you have told them the low expectations to expect. So they're excited to learn more. They're craving more. So they're going to order. They're going to order a 30-day supply of possibly the Slim, ProBio, BioCleanse, whatever you have them set for their goals, okay? Then, of course, you have the virtual event, which is the opportunity meeting, the online, that's the Zoom call, just like this, super laid back. We just talk about, like Libby said, the products, the business part a little bit, and you guys getting them on that too, inviting them to that event next, because the thing is they get to learn live. So some people love the PJ parties because it's on Facebook. It's an event. They can sit there. Some people love the live event. There's nothing better than hearing live testimonies, which we have, and from live people talking about the products. It just does something for people. I'm telling you, the success rate of those are huge as well. So utilize that. To kind of how it all falls in. Then, of course, you've got them as a customer and ambassador after one of these events. So boom, then you have your new ambassador orientation. So it all flows so smoothly through the whole month that you're utilizing that for that person, and they are pretty impressed because of all these events you have set up for them. They're for them to utilize and get all this information, and boom, if they have friends or family that are interested, hey, I encourage them. Hey, let's get some more people on the 7 day. Who can you do this with? Let's get some more people on that live virtual event. Who do you know that would want to listen, to these products? And it's reminding those people of the people that they can think about. Invite their sister, their brother, their grandma, their mom, their best friend to come and join you in those. So I just want to make sure so you guys kind of understand kind of how, just to make sure and make it basic for them to understand how to utilize these so it doesn't scare them. And that when those people get on, then guess what? The next month, like Libby said, their new people are excited because, boom, they know they're going to have all of these events that next month to build their business and share Plexus with their people so easily because we're helping them do that, okay? So, yeah, any questions? You guys too on that. Any questions at all? Please unmute, or comments or things you want to add.
I just want to add one thing.
Perfect.
Don't assume that your ambassadors are going to see the posts. It's been interesting how much more interaction I've had with my team when I will send them a message just saying, hey, make sure that you get invites out to the PJ party for the next week, try to get 10 a day, or reminding them to send reminders out to the people that have said yes, like send out a reminder to your guests that have said that yes, they'll attend, kind of hand holding along the way, just to kind of teach them what you do too behind the scenes, not just what's posted on the dates to remember and expecting them to go off of that. But
that's right. I agree. And I will tell you guys, Marson's message works. I sent 5 of them out when I got home this evening, and I haven't checked, but I had one right away that came back, and she's like, yes, please. And there are 5 people that are brand new friends of mine. So thank you, Marson. You're brilliant. We love that message. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. Short to the sweet, to the sweet, to the point, sweet and to the point. It's amazing. So, all right. Any questions before we let you guys go? Anything? Okay. Well, I hope you guys that helped to kind of just explain a little bit more about these events in detail. So we hope you guys can utilize them to the fullest you can for your businesses and for your people, and just feel confident of they're there for you guys. So, okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to stop recording. Thank you guys again once more for joining us. And we will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
bye.